Getting ready for your first monthly statement run in a new system is a big step. You want to be sure that when you send them out, all the dates, charges, and messages are exactly right. Before you run a single statement, there are a few settings to get in place. We'll walk through that prep work together now, so your whole process runs smoothly from day one. First, let's set the message that appears on the statements themselves. At the top of the left sidebar, we'll switch from the point of sale or POS side over to admin mode. Then, open up Locations and click into your store. If we scroll down, under your logo, you can see Statements. Here, in the Statement Message field, you can add a note that prints at the top of every statement for this location. Especially for your first few runs, it's a good idea to put something in here like, we recently switched to a new point of sale. Reach out if you have any questions. This message stays on your statement until you change or remove it. And you can set a different one for each location. Once it's set, just click Save. Next, let's set up your payment terms. This is how Rundew knows when an invoice is due for your charge account customers. Still in admin mode, let's head down to Customer and open up Customer Settings. You'll find right below your pricing tiers, you'll find Finance Terms. Let's click Add Finance Term. The most important setting here is the reference date. This tells Rundew when to start the clock. If you send monthly statements, you'll set this to statement. We'll call it something like net 30 statement. And for the net due dates, we'll enter 30. This means the balance is due 30 days after the statement goes out. You can also offer an early payment discount by turning this button on. There you can set the percentage and the number of days to qualify. So, for example, you might give a 2% discount if a customer was to pay you within 10 days. When you're done, click Save. You can create as many terms as you need and assign them to customers one by one. We do recommend picking one as your default. A good practice is to make cash the default, as you can see here, so a brand new customer isn't accidentally set up as a charge account. Now, the next section is finance charges. This is the interest Rundew can add to an overdue balance. Let's click Add Finance Charge. You'll give it a name, like 1.5% compounding, and set the percent fee, 1.5. You can decide whether it compounds. In this case, I'm going to turn that on. And you can also set a minimum balance before any charge applies and a minimum fee to charge. So let's say the minimum balance is going to be $150 and the minimum fee charge is going to be $1.50. You can also give a grace period of a few days after the due date before any interest starts. Let's say a grace period of 5 days in this case. And then we can click Save. Now, here's the important part. When you run your statements, Rundew automatically assesses this charge for any customer who has it assigned and who has an overdue balance. It handles that math for you. So be sure you only assign a finance charge to the customers who are meant to have one. Finally, a few settings that apply to all of your statements at once. For these, head over to Communications and scroll down to the Statements section. Here, you set your statement day, the day of the month your statement run, or you can pick end of month, as I have here. You'll choose your envelope type so the address lines up with the window envelope. And you've got a few more switches to apply customer credits on automatic statement payments. and one to format your statements for double-sided printing. You also have the option to hide net zero activities on these statements. As with everything, you decide how to set up your store. But do remember, these are company-wide defaults. And that's it. With these settings in place, you've done the prep work to make sure your statements go out accurate and professional. In the next video, we'll walk through the different types of statements and how to generate them for your customers.